Women, wealth, and abundance. That is the theme for the next 40 days. I'm Sheila Botelho. I'm a self-care strategist, host of the Connect with Sheila Botelho podcast, and creator of the Season Self-Care app. And my whole goal in life with you is to help you create a beautiful life where you are achieving the things that you love while feeling your best. And so for the next 40 days, I'm going to be coming live on here on Instagram at Sheila A. Botelho is the handle. And I'm going to be doing one meditation that is all about women, wealth, and abundance. And if you join me live, you'll be able to see that. The replay will remain up for one day. And then if you want to receive the collection of them later on, you'll be able to subscribe so that you can get them. I'll show you how to do that. I'm so excited because here's the thing. We are busy people. We have dreams and goals. And so often we just get into a routine and a ritual every day that has us doing the same things over and over. And so often it's hard for us to start repatterning and recreating the things that we want to do each day because we're in those beautiful grooves we're in the groove of our life, right? And those grooves are also imprinted in our brains, right? We know we don't have to think about the route we may take to work or to the coffee maker first thing in the morning. We know exactly what we are doing every day without even thinking about it, unless something new comes along. And then it takes a little bit more brain power. Have you ever noticed that? You try starting a new habit, you are learning some kind of new skill in your work, and it takes everything you have to really focus in and make it happen. And then it becomes a habit, and then it becomes more easeful. Well, what if looking at your life, your goals, your dreams through the lens of abundance and possibility and actual being able to realize these dreams, imagine how it would feel if that became habitual for you. That is the purpose of this 40-day experience that we'll be having together. And what I'm excited about is this is the very thing that I have been doing since the middle of 2020 for myself. And the shifts in my life and in my family's life have been incredible because I have created new neural pathways of thought patterns, beliefs, how to get in and out of certain behaviors and mindsets, all through spending time really focused in an embodied way. It's not just about a brain trip, it is a body trip as well. And so what I'm really excited about is I've seen day over day, month over month, I can look back and see the shifts that have been made, decisions that I make in a different way, habits that I look at from a different angle, new habits that I've acquired because I've been focusing in on the things that are high value for myself and the vision for my life. And I realize it's something that happens day over day over day. It's not something that is immediate necessarily, although that can happen too. But what I've noticed is when I've spent that time really intentionally with no distractions around me, focused in on my true desires and my worthiness of achieving and receiving those desires, everything shifts. You're in a different energy when you're doing that. So I'm really excited. So stay tuned. Subscribe at SheilaBotelho.com if you want to be learning about this and having updates and things like that. Please do that. And also, I wanted to share with you that I just came off a beautiful weekend because yesterday I celebrated my 28th wedding anniversary with my husband. Now, Peter and I have been together since 1992. I met him in 1991. So I was 19 when I met my husband. And who knew? Neither one of us were, I was 19. I wasn't looking for a soulmate for my life at that point, right? But it just clicked. And so the cool thing about that was the intention was set to find someone in my life who could not only accept me for who I was, but also champion those things that I'm passionate about and that I could do the same for. And I see how setting the intention for my life partner, setting the intention for the type of lifestyle we've had, where we've been able to make up our lifestyle as we go. And yes, like any relationship, we've had our peaks and valleys. I don't know any relationship that's healthy that doesn't. But the difference is we always had this commitment to be growing, each of us individually and together as a couple. So sometimes one of us might have been growing a little bit and the other one was like, no, I'm quite happy here, thank you. But still, hey, go for it. And then, oh, okay, I'm actually ready to grow now in a different area. Oh, there's this new interest. Oh, great, you go for it. Cheerleading each other on along the way. It's never exactly, I mean, gosh, come on now. Let's be honest about this, right? And so, but what's beautiful is yesterday I had an opportunity to really reflect. That's what anniversaries and milestones are great for. And I find myself reflecting a lot about these things because these are my loves, And so at the same time, I say my loves because now we have a family together. And I had an intention, and my husband had an intention also for the type of family we would have, the type of relationship we would have with our child or children. We didn't know how many children we'd be able to have, if we'd be able to have children. I had an intention for how I had hoped, and I think most of us do, for if you're having kids, for how a pregnancy and a delivery and early postpartum will go. We all have ideas. And I was really, really focused on setting the intention and also being able to really release to God, like, hey, but ultimately your will be done. Like, I'm just going to be open, but I'm going to be open for the best possibility. And if my choice and my decision, my intention is not the answer, then I would be open for perhaps something better. So always looking for something better, this or something better. And so I see how that has played out in my marriage, in my business, my various businesses, my relationships with my kids, the parenting journey, which we don't know. What's that going to look like, right? You got to go take that one day by day. And also in terms of just any future decision, things that go on, like how would I ever handle unexpected things like grief and loss, which I've had a lot of over the last decade. And so I'm so glad that I had not only my faith to guide me and to hold me and to really carry me through a lot of difficult times, like I'm sure you may have had in your own life, but also the intention with how do I want to go through it? Who do I want to be while I'm going through these things? Because we can't control those things that are thrown at us, but we can control or have some semblance of control over what will our response be? How will we choose to look at this? And in what way will we move forward, right? How will we allow ourselves to be carried through? What will we receive during those times? So all of this plays into really what we're going to be doing in this abundance experience as well. But I really want to say that in terms of our time as looking back at my relationship and having this experience with my husband, it was really, really beautiful for us to be able to say, wow, 28 years married, but really we've been together 32. And we did a lot of growing in those initial years before even deciding to get married. And the cool thing is we're still growing, we're still learning, we're still looking at, well, what's next? What are some cool things we could do? How could we approach our life, right? Like our age does not have to determine what our next steps are. We get to choose all through our life. And I'm certainly at 52, I'm so happy that I get to be in a place where I am leveling up and where I'm challenging myself and where I am, yes, creating new neural pathways, new belief systems. And I'm trusting myself that I've got this. And that not only that, I'm held by the divine, and you are too. So that's my message for you this Monday. And if you're listening on the podcast, this was the Monday Minisode. I'm so thrilled to be able to use this content in a way to really help you start your week off well, to feel well, to be in a place where you know things are possible for you. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a really beautiful start to your week. I hope you join me for the 40-day experience. And yes, I'm going to go through the weekends as well. Some days it may be a little earlier. Like if I'm going away on the weekend, I may be a little earlier. But the replay will be up for you. So it's going to be 8 a.m. Eastern time here on Instagram. I am so excited. This is literally a divine download that came to me this morning because I've been thinking about how I wanted to deliver this 40-day experience that I had already been going through myself since the summer of 2020. And this is the way. So I hope you'll join me. I'm so excited. And I hope you have a really, really incredible week. You are worthy of all the beautiful desires of your heart. I believe they were placed in you from the divine, and you can trust that, and you are carried and you are supported. Have a really beautiful day. Big blessings.